Howdy folks, this is Matt the Reelmaster. Welcome to Reelmaster's Retro Room video series. This is my mini documentary and close-up look at my video collection. And this is video 1, Monday, April 18th. Tonight I'm going to start with a couple of things. Now these are not what you would call A grade, but they are definitely two of my favourite things, and that is firstly the Wheels of Terror VHS release. CIC Video in Australia did this one. I've had this now for a while. A guy in Sydney actually I think gave me that, and if you look closely you'll see what the cover's like. I'll zoom it up for you there. Now this is basically a 1990 poor quality version of the car to some degree, but I still like it a lot. And recently, in the last few weeks, I just managed to pick up the very apparently quite rare Laserdisc, brand new, still sealed in the, has all the sealed stuff on it. I've just actually opened it on the side here. So it was sealed. And it had been sealed since 1992. But I paid a pretty penny for this guy, and I can tell you I'm glad to have it. Now whilst it's only a B grade film, it is something I still very much like because I like these kind of films. And what we've got here is, if you look, as you can see, the cover art is way different, and it says "Evil Awaits" with the motor running. So it's got a shot of the car there with some evil green lights, which it never really had at all. If we turn to the back, you'll see the car itself right there. It's an old Dodge, and yeah, it's one of my personal favourites. I like both cover arts, but I still prefer that one. So that's Wheels of Terror on Laserdisc and VHS. Now what I have behind me here is the Warner Brothers and MGM and Vestron and K-Tel tapes that I have. I don't have a lot of K-Tels, I don't have a lot of Vestrons, but I do have a personal favourite in each one, and I'll show you those right now. And I'll just go to the first one from the bottom. Actually the first two. So what we have here is an excellent condition copy of Walking Tall on Betamax. Now what I love about this, it's a great movie. It was actually made in 1973 when I was born that year. It's got Joe Don Baker in it, an actor that I really like a lot. But I love the printed artwork. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Even in the back is even better again. I mean, look at that stuff. I mean, they just, once you hit the 90s, they just didn't do that sort of stuff that much. So it's really, really sad that they didn't do that, because, you know, drawn artwork, what I would call drawn artwork, is so far superior. It just looks awesome. Why wouldn't you want to rent this back in the day? It's a really, really good film. The other one I like too, which is the same idea, which is hand drawn, is this one. The K-Tel release of Gone in 60 Seconds, which was H.B. Halicki's own. I think he did 2 movies, but he died, I think, making the second one. Did all his own stunts, had a heap of cars in there. The car chase is really good, goes for about 45 minutes. So it's 45 minutes of normal movie, and then it's 45 minutes of actually just crazy car chases. So unfortunately the tape's not in that good a condition. It's only just got no labels on it anymore, so, which is sad. So put those two back. Now there's 2 favourites of Vestrons that I have. Now that I think about it, I really can't have one of each. Westworld on MGM UA. Look at that. How cool does that look? And again, another movie made in 1973, same year as me, and Endangered Species. Peter Coyote's in this one, Robert Urich, Ulrich Jobeth Williams from Poltergeist. He's actually in this one as well. So there's Hoyt Axton is another good actor as well. So put those guys back. Okie dokie. Now the hardest thing about having these tapes is actually having them fit. They only just fit. So now where are we? Favourite Warner would have to be, in terms of condition, there are two of them. We've got Death Race 2000. So, as the back was always, some of those are the early ones, they were in black and white. But have a look at that beautiful tape. Oops, there we go. So, it's got a couple of things on it, but the label's in pretty decent shape. It's got a few stickers on it. But, that's in quite good nick. And the other one that's even in better nick again is McHugh with good old John Wayne. It's got the rental sticker on the bottom. Some had rental, some did not. And again, in even better condition. If I take it out, you can see that the original, there's bugger all as far as there's only just a video sticker on one side. You know, the labels are in really good shape, and so is the case, which is very important with video. So those are my favourite Warners, MGMs and Vestrons and K-Tels out of that pile. So what I'm going to do from now on is do a stack of these videos, going through all of my favourite labels, all of my favourite tapes from each one, my real top 10, top 20 favourites, and then eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a whole doco on basically as much as I can regarding each label, my favourite films, and a whole pile more, why I like certain films the way I do. It'll be going on for the years and years, this will be, so stay tuned for a stack of videos. So we'll put those back. But yeah, as far as Wheels of Terror go, going back to Wheels of Terror for a sec, one thing I'll say about this is, yeah, it's not a great film, but I love the car, that movie from 1977 massively. This is the closest thing that came to it after it. And I will actually say what I paid for this, and you'll probably think I'm nuts. $115 US. Now, it's a lot of money, but I don't see too many sealed Wheels of Terror Laserdiscs for sale everywhere, every day. So I thought, look, gotta grab it. I don't pay very much for Laserdiscs majority of the time. Maybe 10 to 15, 20 bucks. So, maybe 30. So to pay occasionally 40 to 100 bucks or so US for a Laserdisc that's sealed, it has to be sealed for that price. Something that, you know, probably didn't make that many copies of. Why not? You got to have it. You got to pay for it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I want to make a shout out right now to everybody on the Betamax is Better. Everybody on the all the horror VHS collectors pages on Facebook. All the guys in the UK on the UK's best pre-cert video community as well, and my good mates over in the US, Christian, Hannah, Culture Dog, Sam Hatch. How you going, buddy? Love your videos, especially the Laserdisc stuff, because that's right up my alley. So yeah, this is video 1. Just a quick look at some of my favourite VHS tapes and betas, and my Wheels of Terror Laserdisc. So a lot more to come. So stay tuned. This should be fun.